Hey, what's up, soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the zombies extraordinaire. And before you say it, my camera is 30 FPS, so I'm sorry if it doesn't match the video. But today, we're going to be doing a tier list on every single Call of Duty Zombies map. This is actually all the maps in order, but I'm going to be picking a random one, just closing my eyes and picking a map, and then we're going to rank it. You guys can't see any of the maps for suspense purposes, but I haven't made a proper tier list in a couple years, so I think it's time with Black Ops 6 coming out to just go ahead and make one. So let's see where we go, and we're just gonna pick a map. I can't see shit. Okay, we got one. Duran Fang, the first one. First map. Easy. All right, let's pick another one here. All right, next we got Chronicles Moon. Oh, so there's Chronicles versions. I would say Chronicles Moon is great. The fact that you can do the Easter egg solo is really good. Also, I feel like Chronicles Moon is the best like reimagine or remake of any of the maps in Chronicles. It flows pretty well. Gobblegums work fairly well as well, especially like some of the really useful ones, and also Space Dog, which I think makes it a great map. It's better than Black Ops 1 Moon, where it's so dreary and dark and black and white the whole time. So overall, Chronicles Moon, definitely. The only thing that I don't like about it is how loud the rockets are when you like work with Maxis to shoot the rockets at Earth. Holy shit, you like break your eardrums every time. So I always I try to turn down my game volume when it gets to that point. All right, let's pick the next one. All right, we got Attack of the Radioactive Thing. Ooh. So I played this map early at Infinity Ward, and I really liked it. I actually did, and I still do. I think the boss fight parkour is one of the coolest steps in all of zombies, but the chemistry step, I feel like I'm on like 4 watch lists from like the FBI and stuff for looking up how to build a fucking bomb with chemicals. So for that reason, I'm gonna put it in good. I don't think it's bad, I don't think it's great, but it's pretty good. Like, I would play it again. And doing one of the hardest achievements was doing like entering the bomb code first try, so that was really fun as well. So I mean, I think all of us that played Attack of the Radioactive Thing are on some FBI watch list though, for sure. All right, let's pick the next one. We got Outbreak from Exos. Outbreak's really fun. I love the like whole thing with getting the clearance level 50, which is really cool. And it was the first like Outbreak map that was like it was the first like thing to learn, but I'm gonna put it in average. I think Outbreak's like kind of a weak map overall, but the Easter egg's really fun, and it's like more interesting than some of the other ones. So I'm gonna put it in average. I don't really have too much to say about it. I remember doing this Easter egg like a bunch solo, so it's pretty like a user-friendly, easy solo map. Let's pick the next map, and we got Descent. All right, Descent is this one's tough. Descent is a fantastic map. I'm gonna be honest, it's great. Descent is like by far my favorite Exo Zombies map. And I think that there are a lot of really cool things about this map. Like, it's literally Atlantis, essentially. It's underwater, except for like when you're on the top level. I think it's great. I really do think it's great, and I feel like the rating is fair right now behind Chronicles Moon, but it's really good. All right, I didn't look. Next one. We're getting all the Exo Zombies maps out of the way. We got Infection, and I'm putting it in good. The reason, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this, okay, but hear me out, okay? Infection, yes, it has a lot of bad issues, okay? There are so many bad issues with this map, like getting the gas in a certain areas, you can't go there anymore. But the Easter egg is actually fucking good. And that's what I care about the most. The Easter egg is actually good. Besides the boss fight on IW, okay, Infection has a better Easter egg on all the maps before Shaolin Shuffle. Okay, because in Spaceland, you have like 3 steps. On Raven the Redwoods, you have 3 steps for the entire Easter egg. Infection, there's a shit ton of stuff you have to do. You have to get the pan after turning 4 valves where there's like 30 locations. So it actually takes a while, and you turn them, and then you go down underground and you have to kill zombies to get blood on the pan. Then you place the pan in Burger Town and you have to find meat all over the map. I'm literally explaining the fucking Easter egg at this point, but it's literally really fun. You have to use the wonder weapon to make a burger. You have to disinfect the burger and you give it to Bubby, which is amazing. Bubby is like one of my favorite characters of all time. Thank you whoever gave bits. I'm gonna be honest, dude, Infection's sick, and when Bubby runs around and breakdances, it's like the greatest thing of all time. So for all you haters out there, give Infection a chance. Yes, giving the survivors, like, you know, escorting them to safety is so fucking annoying, and the gases as well, but Infection's like a decent map. All right, let's pick the next one. I just gotta move on. You guys are gonna roast me for this. Shaolin Shuffle. Oh, it's good. Shaolin Shuffle is really good, actually. It's not great though. I think Shaolin Shuffle has a lot of really cool features. I love the nunchucks and the katana that you can use. Pam Greer's all right, but a lot of the cool stuff on the map, and the Easter egg was really fun. It also had the millionaires Easter egg as well, so you get the trolling calling card, which I did, which is pretty cool. So overall, Shaolin has a lot of cool stuff in it, and I enjoy the map. I remember playing Shaolin Shuffle with MC Sports Hawk and Chucky at Infinity Ward, and it was a blast, a lot of fun. So I did find a couple steps on there first as well, which is cool. I remember I was playing with Chopper and we figured out the part of the Easter egg where we have to shoot the Chinese symbols, and just like, yeah, the kung fu and stuff is great as well. So definitely a good IW map for sure. Let's move on to the next one. We are going with the Shadowed Throne. Ooh, so everyone hates this map, okay, but this map also has a pretty good Easter egg, and I did play this one early as well. This was the only time I went to Sledgehammer Games, actually. But I think this map was actually pretty solid, to be honest. I'm gonna put it in good. I don't think it was amazing, but the boss fight was actually really hard, against the Stoyager or something like that, I think, which was a pretty hard boss. But you do see Dr. Straub die from zombies, which was really cool, where like the zombies are like throwing back blood and it like eventually blocks the window so you can't see anything. That is some really crazy, like, just storytelling aspect was really cool on that. But yeah, I would say it's a good map. It's not great, it's not bad, it's not average, it's a little bit above average. So let's go on to the next one, which is going to be oh, do I really need to do this one? I mean, we already knew all the World War II or Vanguard maps are going in fucking terrible. All right, we got Transit. This is a tough one, okay, guys, because I think Transit is not as bad as people say it is. I don't even know if okay, we do have the subsets of Transit as well, which I will rank differently, but we're gonna put Transit in bad. I think just the fog really is the huge downside, and there's a lot of empty space. I don't necessarily think Transit is a bad map, although I rated it bad. It's more of like a, would I actually want to play this? And the answer is no. I really don't want to play it. That's the simple truth, to be honest. So let's move on to the next one, guys. The next one is Zetsuba no Shima. Incredible map. This map is great, okay? I'm not gonna even put all the Black Ops 3 maps this high. Like some of them I like, there might be a couple where I don't put it as incredible. Maybe they're like best or other, but incredible map. Setsuba no Shima has so many cool features that make this map really fun. I'm not a huge fan of having to do challenges to get the lightning to strike down for the shield, which was required for getting the parts for the Masamune to enter into the boss fight. The boss fight is a piece of cake, but other than that, there's some really cool things. Like spider bait is amazing. The spider fight that you have to do to get its tooth for the Masamune is by far one of the coolest like side Easter egg modes, or not modes, but like things you need to do in order to do the Easter egg, like a pre-boss fight, which is really cool. One of my favorite things to do. And I think that this map just has a lot of like really weird things that make it interesting, like swimming all the way down plant. Who thought it was a good idea to use water underwater to water a plant with water while you're underwater? Dang, I want to know what that person was on, because I want some of it. But anyways, let's move on to the next map, guys. Great map. Zetsubo is amazing. Next map we got is Carrier. We're going back to Exo Zombies. Carrier. I'm gonna put it in great. I know, dude, I know everyone's gonna really hate me, okay guys, but Carrier has the best, or like top 5 Easter egg steps of all time. The parkour step when you are drunk is crazy. Like one of the absolute coolest steps of all time. Your screen is contorted like sideways, right? And you're like this, and you have to exosuit jump like 20 feet from where you are, and you literally are sideways the entire time. So it's like super janky, and it's a really fun step. The only thing that sucks about this Easter egg, and I feel like I'm kind of ranking these like the Easter egg definitely plays a major part in these rankings, but like this map's just really fun in general. I remember waking up early when this map came out and played it. I even probably skipped a day of high school or something, or maybe college. I don't remember when this came out. Yeah, I would have been in college. I skipped college to play this map, and like it's just a really fun map in general as well. Like the sharks in the tanks, the shark in the big open room where Exo Health is as well. Just a fun map. And the Plinko, I mean, that step's great as well. It's pretty hard, but you get rewarded with points sometimes. Usually you'll get 100, but sometimes you can get a lot more, which is cool as well. So it's a fun map. I don't think it's terrible, but it's good. It's good. And the limbo is kind of cool, but definitely not the best wonder weapon in Exo Zombies. I think that goes to the Cell 3, even though it kind of sucks. All right, not looking at the screen, we are going with Groston House. Ooh. So now we're jumping into another World War II map. I'm gonna put it in average. Groston House is so small, and it's really hard once you get to like round 20, or actually probably like 15 or so. It starts to get really hard, and if you don't have the guns from the box or the pack punch guns from the box, it can be almost impossible at this point. And there's like a really hard achievement that I did first try, not to boast or anything, which is getting to round 20 in the prologue, which is on Groston House, and that's really hard as well. Like you literally only have wall weapons. You can't even do the pack punch Easter egg or the box, I don't think. And that one was pretty difficult as well, but getting like one of the what is it, Panzer Mordor, no, the guys with the flamethrower, I can't forget, comes on like round 25, I think, which is like really hard. My highest round's like 24 on that map, I'm gonna be honest. So it's a cool map, and I think it's average. It's not like, it doesn't blow my socks off or anything. All right, let's move on to the next one, guys. The Brenner. Yeah, the Brenner. Thank you, chat, appreciate that. All right, let's go to the next one. Voyage of Despair. Ooh, this is a good one. Okay, let me think about this. A lot of people are gonna say this is a bad take, and it's okay. Voyage of Despair is a fantastic map. A lot of people don't like this map because they think it's too hard, or they suck at the map and think it's hard or bad, and they just need to get good. All right, to be honest, Voyage is great. It has so many cool aspects to the map, the lore and like realism that Treyarch put into this map to be literally the Titanic. It was really cool. They used all of the different, you know, things as well. The boss fight with the Eye of Odin is so damn cool. One of the coolest things. And like going to different areas of the map during the boss fight is really, really cool. It's one of the most unique things that they can do. And I believe it's the first map that brought you to different locations, if I can think back. Yeah, I think. Is it? I think it's the first map that brought you to different locations during the Easter egg. Pretty sure it is. So I will say during the boss fight, I meant going to different locations of the boss fight, if I didn't make that clear. It's definitely great, and it's definitely incredible as well, but I'm gonna keep it in great. I think overall it's a great map, definitely. All right, let's move on to the next one. The Archon, another of the worst. We're gonna put this one all the way as the worst Enduring Fang there. So yeah, don't really have anything to say. Horrible, everyone knows it. Let's pick the next map. Revelations, I'm gonna put it in great. I don't think Revelations is the greatest map, as much as a lot of people like it. I think that it's good, but it's not great. Even though it's in the great, okay, it's not good. Okay, well, it's great. We'll leave it at great. It's better than Exo Zombies as a whole, like all the Exo Zombies maps, and it's still a fun map, but it's probably the weakest Black Ops 3 map besides the Giant as well. The rock step is annoying, but everything else is pretty fun, and having the different parts of the map from previous maps is cool, like having Knocked in the middle and having the different round change music in a different area is really cool. But I think it's kind of a mid map. It's not like too great or anything. Like ZNS is like way better than Rev, gonna be honest. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got the first best map, Horizon Drac. Everyone knows it. Horizon Drac is so fucking good. It has an amazing Easter egg, amazing map layout, really fun in general for whatever you're doing. It has 4 bows, which are all fun to use. I personally like making the fire bow because I'm good at making it. But everyone knows Horizon Drac's great. This is like one of the easiest things to put in best. And by the way, I will be putting multiple maps in best. It's not just going to be one map. So Chronicles Verruct, it's average. Chronicles Verruct lacks a lot of things that made Verruct good. It doesn't feel as scary. The maps are kind of weird, or the map is just kind of weird in the Chronicles version. It doesn't feel the same, and the fact that you can use gobblegums and stuff to get pack-punch weapons kind of downgrades this map for me. So I think Verruct is not that great when it comes to Chronicles, gonna be honest. All right, let's pick the next one here. We have Buried. Incredible. Buried is one of my favorite maps of all time. I remember waking up early to play this map, finding out our Leroy for the first time, or Arthur, and how to use him to your advantage. Buried is an incredible map. There are so many cool things about this map that doesn't get enough love for. Everyone says it's the easiest map. I disagree. I think it's fairly difficult. in certain scenarios, I guess. Obviously, like the memories I have camping at Jug, and even I guess Pack Punch as well, using the subsurface resonator with the turbine. And you know, I have a vivid memory of on launch day at like 5 p.m. or something, right? I started playing at 5 a.m. I think that's when the maps came out. It's like either 5 or 6 a.m. in the morning. I remember that night there was this guy on like round 70 on Twitch or whatever it was back then. It might have been like Justin TV, and he was playing super loud dubstep music and camping at Jug with the subsurface resonator. I remember that like it was yesterday. So yeah, I have so many cool memories on Buried, getting the free perks, going through the witch's house, and you can't forget Sharpshooter being literally my favorite Easter egg step of all time. So for that reason, it's incredible. Let's move on to the next map, guys. The Giant. It's great, but it's behind Carrier and Descent, and dude, Chronicles Moon. It's behind Chronicles Moon, gonna be honest, or ahead of it. Chronicles maps just suck, I'm gonna be honest. Anyways, the Giant's great. It has, you know, a lot of fun stuff to do on the Giant as far as just like camping on the catwalk with friends, and it's a really fun public match map to play as well. The Giant doesn't have that much, like, yeah, you can get the Annihilator from doing you know, the fly trap and whatnot, but it's kind of just one of those maps that is really fun to get the red hex camo on. That I got red hex on like all my guns in Black Ops 3 just playing this map, and it was so easy to get. It was like 900 kills for some of the guns. I think other ones like assault rifles was like 1600 or something, but I got a lot of those red hex camos on that map. Too bad there wasn't a mastery camo, because I probably would have just played the Giant non-stop if there was. So I'm gonna put it in great. It's pretty good. All right, the story of that map though is good as well, but we already knew it from World at War Dries anyway. All right, next up we got Chronicles Knocked. Oh, freaking average. Jeez, man, they murdered my boy with the Wonder Fizz on this map. Knocked is good because it's hard and it's bare bones. When you add perks, it just fucking sucks, dude. It just takes away everything. And another thing that is really, really annoying about Chronicles Knocked is the fact that it takes like 5 minutes for zombies to get to the map on the early rounds. They spawn like a freaking mile away, dude. It's so bad. It really doesn't live up to World at War or even the Black Ops 1 version, and we've seen Knocked so many times. So Chronicles, just, yeah, it's not it. Straight up. All right, next map. Didn't click one. Chronicles Shinonuma, another one that's average. It's better than Verruckt and Knocked by a little bit, but another map that just didn't really live up to it. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, the Chronicles maps are not as good as the original maps ever. So for that reason, it's going to be an average. All right, let's pick the next one. Firebase Z. Ooh, this is the one that I wanted to make this tier list for, just so I could rip it. I'm gonna put it in average. I lost where I had it. I'm gonna put it in average. I'm gonna put it above the Chronicles maps as well, but it is not a good map for a multitude of reasons. Firebase Z introduced Tombstone, one of the worst perks of all time, and even Kevin Drew agreed that he likes to bring back things, but Tombstone was a bad one to bring back, and it was indeed terrible. Now, the Easter egg introduces Dr. Peck, which I think is a cool character, and we're going to see a lot more of him in Black Ops 6, which I'm totally fine with. I think he was really interesting, and when he's high, he likes dancing, which is cool. I mean, respect. But or True Serum makes him laugh and dance and whatnot. The Sokolov bronze and Zabine trapping the mimics step is really annoying. And this map introduced the Orda, which is literally the worst fucking zombie boss of all time. Holy shit. Don't even get me started on the Orda. I have said multiple times that if there are Ordas in the next Treyarch game, I said this literally like when I was playing Cold War. If I never see an Orda again, I'll be totally content. But if there's one in Black Ops 6, I am literally never playing the map again. Straight up. I don't care if it's on Liberty Falls. I don't care if it's on like Terminus. I will not play the map because of fucking Ordas. They're the most shit boss of all time and got reused way too many fucking times. And Ordas just suck, dude. Honestly, fuck Firebase C. Bad. The Orda fucking sucks, dude. Fuck the Orda. That's what I think. Horrible fucking boss. All right, sorry, but it had to be said. All right, next one. Didn't even pick one there. All right, 5. Gonna get some shit on this one too. Incredible. 5 is an incredible fucking map. All right, a lot of people hate that this is ranked in as an incredible map. 5 has so many cool aspects that it's just like a really hard map. Okay, it is hard, it is difficult, but you can play as JFK, you can play as Fidel Castro, you can play as Robert McNamara, and unfortunately you can play as Nixon, which is literally like top 5 worst characters in zombies ever. But 5 is a really fun map. The Pentagon Thief Yuri Zavoyski is by far like my favorite mini boss or special round, and the fact that you can get you know, bonfire sales and stuff is really cool. I think 5 is a great map, and we will rank Chronicle or Classified eventually, but 5 is just great. Okay, I really like 5 a lot, and I still go back and play it all the time off stream, like probably every other week. And I know a lot of people are gonna be surprised. Like, dude, 5 is so really just a great map, and I think it's incredible just because of the cat. And I do not kill the pig. If you kill the pig, you're a scumbag, terrible person. All right, next one. Ancient Evil, another best map. Ancient Evil is incredible. One of the best Call of Duty Zombies maps. It's like top 5 for me. So good. Shoot Your Mark step is fire. The Hand of Charon is so fun to use. And shout out to Blood Wolf Bite when you're doing high rounds and you get the mini max ammo and it refills all your ammo. Shout out to Blood Wolf Bite for that one. But Perseus is like a cool enemy. The boss fight is incredible. The Giganese are a cool boss. Doing the Exalted Hands Easter egg is pretty fun as well. And the Pegasus Strike is the best equipment of all time. So I think Ancient Evil is great. It's very good. All right, let's move on to the next one. We are going with Outbreak. I'm gonna put it in good, just because of the boss or the Easter egg to fight the Legion boss. The Legion boss fight's really good. So it's the best. It's kind of the best boss fight in Cold War altogether. The other Easter egg you have to fight in Orda, big surprise. That boss fight and Easter egg is pretty bad, even though me and my friends were the first ones in the boss fight. I was deeply devastated when I found out it was in Orda. So yeah, for that reason it's gonna be in good. Yeah, Ordas just make it bad. I never even go near them. And the most annoying thing is when you're doing, like, this happens to me on Alpine all the time. I'm doing like an escort mission and that Orta is like chilling down in the parking lot, and then he starts attacking you when you're escorting. That is really, really annoying. That's just like one of the most annoying things ever. So yeah, dude, so dumb. All right, next map is Moon. This is the original Moon, which is going to be in Great, above Revelations, but not above Voyage of Despair. Moon is a good map. Obviously it introduced so much. It created Transit, which is horrible, but it did also create Die Rise, which we'll get to soon, and Buried, which is a great map. So the Moon as a whole, as far as like storyline goes, is really cool and really interesting. First time we see Samantha. The steps for Moon's Easter egg are really fun and enjoyable, but it is really dark and bland and boring. That's why Chronicles makes it look better, but I think the original always played better than the remakes. And the map and like gameplay aspects of Black Ops 1 are what make Moon better over Chronicles. Just the originals are always better in my opinion. The guns and everything about Black Ops 1 makes this map more enjoyable than the Chronicles version. I don't really feel like I need to keep harping on that, but the Chronicles maps are never as good as the originals, straight up. So let's move on to the next one, guys. Moon's pretty hard in Black Ops 1 too, like one of the hardest maps. Next map is Zombies in Spaceland. This is a really tough one for me because it's so good. And I want to put it in best, but I'm going to put it in incredible at the top. I can't put it in best. Zombies in Spaceland is an incredible map. Okay, it is very, very, very good. I love Lee Ross. I played this map early at COD XP, and I remember I got to pack a bunch and it said not available yet, and it had the launch date of when the map came, or when the game came out. I got Zombies in Spaceland early. I literally got it like a couple days early as well from Activision, which is crazy. But I will say that Zombies in Spaceland's Easter egg is really, really weak with the SETICOM step. Everything else is pretty cool. Having Ghosts and Skulls and whatnot is cool. The boss fight against the aliens really cool. But for me, maps need to have a little bit more complexity, and I feel like Zombies in Spaceland didn't really have that. It definitely has a really cool layout, a cool looking map, and has a lot of really cool unique things like killing zombies with, you know, like different rides, riding on a freaking like roller, like I don't know, the rollerblade zombies are cool. And it's really hard to put in incredible, but I'm going to say that it is going to be an incredible map. I don't think it's best of the best, but it's really good. All right, let's see. Next map is Terminus. Have not played it yet. I didn't think I would have any of the haven't played yet, but yeah, I have not played Terminus, so I hope it's good. I really do. I really do hope it's good. And since we haven't played Liberty Falls as well, I'm going to put it there. I probably will be playing Terminus first, but we'll have to see, guys. I'm excited for both of those maps. All right. Yeah, the game hasn't been released, and I also didn't get invited because Call of Duty just hates me for some reason, so I don't know. But yeah, there's no Liberty Balls unfortunately to rank, but yeah, anyways, let's move on to the next one, guys. Not looking. Call of the Dead. Absolutely one of the best Call of Duty Zombies maps of all time. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this, but Call of the Dead is so good. George Romero. The characters are kind of mid, gonna be honest. The map layout and unique is really good. The wonder weapons are decent. Call of the Dead was the first Easter egg that I ever did. It's the first solo Easter egg I ever did. There's a lot of really cool things I like about this map. Killing George, you get free perks and stuff like that. The fog is kind of annoying, but the map atmosphere, the background noise, like everything about this map just screamed, like, it always gave me good memories, I guess, if that makes sense. So ZNS is incredible, yeah, but Call of the Dead is like a masterpiece. I think it's the best Black Ops 1 map, and up until that point, no maps were able to beat it. So yeah, we're gonna keep it in Call of the Dead. Call of the Dead was my favorite map up until Mob came out. So it's just really good, and it's always gonna be one of my favorites. It's like top like 5 for me for sure. So anyways, let's move on to the next one, guys. Not looking, it's going in great. The Final Reich is definitely the best World War II zombies map. There's a lot of really cool stuff. The boss fight and even the Easter egg was really cool. The fact that it has a hardcore version of the Easter egg and a guided version is very cool as well. And I hope that there's some sort of variation for that in Black Ops 6 eventually, but I think it's really cool. I really do. And it's kind of what Skirt Ritual did, where you had like a regular Easter egg and then there was like a hardcore version that you had to find everything, which was really cool. But Skirt Ritual doesn't really feel like zombies. It's more of like a, I don't know, weird enemy type thing. But overall, the Final Reich's really good, really fun, cool map layout, cool design, fun wonder weapons to get. My most viewed video is still how to build all of the different Tesla variants. So just for that, you know, it's a great map, and I think it's definitely the best one. All right, we are dragging on here, so I'm sorry about that. The video is going to be so long, but the next map is Ascension. Ascension is great. We're gonna put the Exo Zombies maps in the back on these. Yeah, Ascension's good, fun, classic map. It's the base version. Jumping off the staging area where PhD is with PhD is like the best thing on this map for me. It's really fun. The Thunder Gun's cool as well, but it was already introduced before this map. And the Easter egg song as well is really good. So for that reason, we're gonna put Ascension in great. All right, next map, here we go, is going to be the Darkest Shore. Is a piece of shit. It's bad. It's really bad. Horrible map. It's gonna be honest. So I got to play this map early at a World War II hangar in California, but I never liked the map. I didn't like it when I first played it, and I still don't like it going back and playing it. It's just not a good map, man. It's so bland and boring. I don't know what they were thinking, man. Like, if this could have been a better like DLC 2 map, why make your DLC when it was still paid DLC back then like one of the worst maps of all time? If Transit didn't already tell you that fog was bad, why would you make a map that has more fog than Transit with an enemy that is like even more annoying than Denizens? It boggles my mind, the decisions that Call of Duty devs make. I'm not hating any devs, but like, why would you waste your time on this map when you knew no one was gonna like it? All right, next map is, I can't even read what this is. Oh, the Tortured Path. Yeah, it's one of the worst ever. I almost rated it above Vanguard, but that would have been too much respect on Vanguard. Okay, that's what I meant to say. It's better than Vanguard still, but it's still bad. The Easter eggs are really hard on some of the maps, and like the boss fights are cool, but that's about it. And the one on the boat, the red herring step where you're underwater and you have to find the fish in the bucket, and you can throw a gas grenade in the bucket so you know exactly which one it is every time. Very cool, and one of my favorite things in all of World War II. but the tortured path in general is just not great, so we're gonna put it there. Let's move on to the next one. We got Derice, the original. It's gonna go above the giant. Very, very good map, or great map. The original Derice was really cool. Back in the day, I played it a lot. Split screen with friends, bringing my TV and PS3 over to my friends and playing it all the time. I didn't know back then that the Wonderwaff was bad, and that you lost health using it. I probably got to like round 15 or 20 with my friends on that map, like back in the day. But overall, Derice is great. Flytrap's cool. Introducing Pack-a-Punch was a big deal back then for me, and that's why I chose to play it over all the other World at War maps, because I could have Pack-a-Punch guns, which is so cool. So yeah, it's gonna go in great. Raven the Redwoods. It's good. I think that's a fair ranking for this map. I like that you had Silent Bob and Jay and whatnot for the Easter egg. Zombies dancing is really cool. The whole campground environment as well is really cool. But I think the map's just good. I don't think it's amazing or anything. So it's gonna go in good. Move on to the next one, guys. The slasher is pretty cool as well, and getting the smiley weapon is cool as well when you're playing in director's cut. Director's cut makes IW so much better, to be honest. So let's pick the next one, guys. We got 9. 9 is a great map above Voyage of Despair. The Chaos storyline as a whole is really, really good, and I think 9 is great. Fighting against a zombified elephant is one of the coolest boss fights of all time, and definitely a really enjoyable map to play. I've had the speedrun world record on this map a couple times. 2-player with Kingman. Shout out to Kingman. He definitely carried me, but overall I think 9 is a great map, and it definitely deserves to be at the top of great. All right, next map is going to be Alpha Omega. I'm gonna put it in good. I know I'm gonna put it at the top of good. Alpha Omega definitely has some questionable things about this map, like the gas is really annoying, and having to turn the valves at the start of the game is really annoying just once you turn on Pack-a-Punch, so that's annoying. The bombers are literally like one of the worst enemy types of all time, pain in the ass. And other than that, if you can do the Easter egg fairly efficiently and fast, it's pretty fun. And it does have a lot of cool Easter egg steps, and I think it's like a really fun Easter egg to speedrun. I did speedrun it. I did, have world records on this map as well, but it definitely doesn't have a lot of good features. It's more of just like reusing stuff in the past, and it's okay. It's not that great. It's good. That's it. All right, next map is going to be, I'm gonna put it in good. It's better than Alpha Omega. I'm gonna put it in good. Classified's good. It's really like the best thing on Classified is the last gen Richtofen jump scare, which I asked Jason to put in the game, and that's basically it. Yes, it's cool that you can get a free Winter's Howl, which I did first in the world, by the way. Don't say anything about that, but overall it's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like amazing or anything, but yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, next map is going to be, sorry you guys got to witness my horrible tier list. Thank you. Marauder Towin. Ooh, this is a good map. A lot of people think it's the best Cold War map. I'd probably agree with that, but okay, I'll put it in great just because of the boss fight. I'll put it like above Chronicles Moon, just because of the Angelina Vogel boss fight is pretty cool. The map layout is cool. The bunny dance house thing is really cool as well. It's a good map. So I actually think it's great. There's a lot of cool stuff that you can do on this map. The Easter egg's really fun actually. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of respect and put it in great. Mauer is definitely the best Cold War Zombies maps for sure. So anyways, let's go. Oh yeah, Klaus is pretty cool too. Can't wait to play as him in multiplayer like everyone else or on Liberty Falls. All right, next is going to be Frozen Dawn. It's a good map. It's better than Alpha Omega. Frozen Dawn's pretty good as far as World War II goes. It did have a lot of cool stuff in the map. It's not as good as the Final Reich, but it did have like different wonder weapons, and the boss fight was literally insane. One of the coolest boss fights back in the day. So I'm gonna put it in good. Yeah, I think that's a fair spot for that. Mob of the Dead. You guys already knew. It's my favorite map. It will always be my favorite map. I hope that changes in Black Ops 6, but it probably won't. Mob of the Dead is so good in every way and aspect, so it's going in the best category. It's just a great map, you know. So just know that Liberty Falls and Terminus are at the bottom, and now you can see the best. So the best row is Mob, then D, then Ancient Evil, then Call of the Dead, as you can see. All right, let's go pick another map. Here we go. Blood of the Dead right after Mob. That's crazy. This is tough, man. I want to put it above Mauer. I'm gonna be honest, guys, I don't really like Blood of the Dead that much. The Easter egg is really effing annoying. I just don't like it. I know a lot of people like love this map. I don't know how. Like, the story is cool, especially with Richthofen dying and all that. That's very sad. I cried. I literally cried in that cutscene. But the map just isn't something I enjoyed playing. The spork knife side Easter egg is a pain in the fucking ass. Horrible, horrible, horrible side Easter egg. But the Easter egg's fun, and I like, in some cases, I will say, like, there are some cool steps, like when you're escorting the ghosts from the cafeteria through the map. It's pretty cool with like all the ghosts in the cells and stuff, cheering them on. That's cool. As long as you have a Hellion salvo, it's not that bad. But overall, the map's okay. It's never going to be as good as Mob because you don't go to the Golden Gate Bridge. You have to use the shield so many times, which is annoying. The shields are so bad in Black Ops 4. They're literally made out of cardboard, and they break in like one hit, it seems like, or more realistically like 5. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it in great, but it's definitely not the best great map, if that makes sense. All right, let's pick another one, guys. Die Machine. I'm gonna put it behind Mauer. Die Machine is a really fun map. It's a map that I used to grind Dark Ether camo in Cold War, just sitting in the spawn area pretty much. It's a pretty decent Easter egg. I wouldn't say it's like mind-blowing or anything. Orlov's pretty cool. I like Orlov. And obviously the electric variant, the Electrobolt, is definitely the best DIE variant. But overall, I think Die Machine's like a great map, but it's not like mind-blowing or anything. All right, I feel like I've been pretty critical about a lot of maps. Like, some of my incredible takes are kind of weird, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, guys, move on to the next one. There's gonna be Town. Town is good. I talked about this before I started making the tutorials. I think Town is good, but it's not amazing. I think the lava is really what holds this map back. Having and taking extra damage from lava in a 2-8 game where you don't have Jug yet is very annoying. You can literally get slapped and then step in lava by accident, and your pinky toe steps in lava and then you're caught on fire and take damage, which is really annoying. So for that reason, it's good. I don't think it's like great or anything. Shinonuma Reborn. This is the Vanguard version. I'm gonna put it in good. It was the best thing that Vanguard had, and the fact that it was round based and there was a quest to get the Wonder Waff, and there was actually a kind of good Easter egg. Zabala sucks. I hate that shit so much. Oh my god. Die Rise. I'm gonna put it in good. It's better than classified. Die Rise, Slick with Fire, great. The map was cool. It's in Black Ops 2, so it has a lot of really good movement, and the fact of the verticality and jumping from like different areas is fun as well. The Easter egg's pretty fun as well. The Mahjong tiles, finding all 13 of those can be annoying sometimes. But overall, I think the map's like pretty good. That's all. It's nothing special or crazy or anything like that. Bus Depot. I'm going to put it in bad. It's really hard. It's like a challenge thing. All you have is a box and like an MP5 wall buy, no perks, and the only good gun is that you can get is like the Mark II from the box. But other than that, like the map's really bare bones and kind of boring. Shadows of Evil. Number 3 on my list all time. Definitely a great map, very fun. Yeah, so yeah, I think Shadows is great, one of the best launch maps. I really like the fact that the Easter egg is 4-player, because it kind of like adds a whole new level to the game, and having to carry people through that Easter egg is always a challenge because people don't know what they're doing half the time. So that was a fun map to do 4-player carries for sure. But Shadows is great. It's fun to go back and play it from time to time, and just the Apothecary Servant, man, is great, and Margot's are a cool boss, and I really do like Shadows. It's so good. Chronicles Ascension. Where did I put Ascension? I put Ascension in great. I'm gonna put the remake in good. The remakes are not as good, straight up. All right, next map. Chronicles Kino, another one. It's gonna go in average. Just doesn't feel the same as original Kino. Never does. Next map. Chronicles Shangri-La, another Chronicles. Good, yeah. Next map. Garad Trophy. Incredible. It's behind Shinonuma in my book though. Honestly, it's below Buried. Buried is great, but Garad Trophy is an incredible map for sure. The boss fight's great. The bomb step's fun. I know a lot of people hate that step. I don't know why. Maybe you're just bad at the game. But overall, I think that riding a dragon is really cool, and fighting a dragon is really cool, and Nikolai's really cool. So it's definitely an incredible map. Next map is Farm. It's average, I would say. It's decent. Like, it has the perks but no pap, and it took me 6 hours to get the Mark II on that map one time, which was really annoying. So yeah, it's average. All right, next map is going to be the Beast from Beyond. Ooh, would you guys include the Mephistopheles boss fight for this map? You would? Because that makes it from bad to average, I would say. Yeah, it's gonna go in average, at top of average, because of the Mephistopheles boss fight. I know this one's gonna be controversial, but the Mephistopheles boss fight is the best boss fight in all of Call of Duty Zombies. So the Easter egg's really short and easy, but it's like not a great Easter egg, and the map is not great either. But yeah. All right, let's move on. Next one is going to be Tagder Toin. I'm gonna put it above Blood of the Dead. Tagder Toin is definitely not a great map because Call of the Dead's better in every way for the most part. The glasses for George is cool. I like that. The Easter egg's okay. I do like the last step as long as I have a Hellion Salvo. Golden Pap was a really cool idea, sure. The yellow snowballs is cool with getting the spleen for Pablo. And it did end the zombie storyline, but I still think the Revelations ending is better. So I got Dead of the Night. Dead of the Night is the most incredible map on this list. Everyone hates on Dead of the Night, okay? Everyone hates on this, but the Easter egg is really freaking good, okay? The Alistair's Annihilator is like one of my top 3 wonder weapons of all time. It's really fun. You can get max ammos from it. It has really cool like personality. The map is just really, really cool. I love Dead of the Night, man. I will play this map all the time just for fun. And just building the Alistair's Annihilator is fun. I love it, man. I really do. I really, really do like this map a lot. All right, next map, not looking once again, is going to be Forsaken. I'm gonna put it in good. Yeah, it's a good map, but it's not like incredible or anything. The Easter egg's pretty easy. Unfortunately, the Forsaken boss fight is really lame. Like, it's one of the easiest boss fights ever, dude. But it's like good. It's not like crazy or anything. Next map, Chronicles Origins. I'd rather play Die Rise. No, I'm just kidding. I'll put it in great. Chronicles Origins not as good as the original for so many reasons, but it's still like decent. The mud is really, really bad. The mud is so bad. Like, yeah, I just don't like it in Black Ops 3 at all. I'm sorry. Modern Warfare 2 Zombies, or 3, I mean. I didn't expect this to be on the list. I'm gonna put it at the top of good. I had a lot of fun this year playing it. All the DLC days were fun, and playing with friends and doing the first act first in the world was cool. So I think I found a lot of enjoyment over this one. Nuketown. I was just playing Nuketown. Nuketown is a good map. I'm gonna put it here. I think Nuketown is a good map. It's not great, but I was talking about how I used to hate the map, and the more I played it, the more I enjoyed it. So I think in my last ranking, which however long ago that was, like 2 or 3 years, I put it in as the worst map ever. And it's definitely not the worst after having Vanguard and some other maps. So yeah, it's not bad, but it's pretty good. Origins, we finally got Origins. Origins is going all the way up. Oh, I cut it off again. Yeah, Origins is going up here, 3rd on my list. Definitely a fantastic map, and I don't really need to talk about it that much. Once again, just know you can kind of see bad a little bit, but the worst maps are the Tortured Path, the other Vanguard maps, and then I have not played Terminus and Liberty Falls, just so you guys know. All right, we only have 5 maps left, so they're gonna be interesting. Next we got Kino. Kino is a good map. I'm gonna put it in good. I know everyone loves Kino. It's really not that great. It's like a worse version of Doris if you think about it. It had the thunder gun, but it was like really bare bones. And all the memes of the best map of all time, I just don't think it is the best map of all time. If anything, I got burnt out playing this map in Black Ops 1, where I just wouldn't play it anymore. Because it was just so boring. I would rather play 5, and I did play 5 more. Because it was just the same thing every game. You buy Jug, you pack punch, and then you're just bored out of your mind for the rest of it. So it is the Black Ops 1 version, but yeah, it's good. It's the top of good. I think that's fair. All right, next map is Shangri-La. Shangri-La is a great map. I'm gonna put it at the bottom of great though, because it does have a lot of glaring issues, but the baby gun, the 3179 JGB 215, is my favorite wonder weapon of all time. And that alone, kicking baby zombies is fun. I do want to mention that it's baby zombies and not babies. Kicking baby zombies is fun. All right, guys, we got 3 maps left, and they're their first 3 maps. So we're just gonna go in order, I think. We literally have the first 3 maps ever and the originals. So I'm gonna put Knocked in good. Below Kino. I think Knocked is a cool map. In World at War, it's really bare bones and really hard. And yeah, I think it's good. Verrucht, also good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think Verrucht is good as well. It's really challenging. And then Shinonuma as well, I'm gonna put it in good as well. I think it's better than Verrucht and Knocked though. Shinonuma is cool because you can go to really high rounds with the WAF, and it introduced dogs, and it introduced the WAF as well, and you know, all that. So anyways, guys, that's my tier list. I think this is a pretty good list, honestly. If you guys disagree, then that's fine. I don't really care, but you guys know, like, all 6 of these maps are my favorites, and then the incredible maps, like, all these maps are fun. I think I'm gonna move down 5 to great and put it behind Voyage, just because I know, like, not everyone loves 5. But this is literally my list and how I feel about these maps leading up into Black Ops 6. So let me know how much you guys disagree. Sorry, this video is like an hour long, probably. It has to be over an hour at this point. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.